Have you been a victim of misinformation? And do you feel there is need to teach children how to weed out fake news propagated on digital platforms? A teacher in Seattle, in the United States, wants to see lessons for 21st century education which are essential for modern life. Sean Lee, a high school social studies teacher in Seattle, has tried to turn his classroom into a laboratory, imparting lessons to students on the need to double-check online sources, to diversify news feeds, and to bring critical thinking to the web. He's also created an organization for other teachers to share resources.
And if we don't solve this issue, if we can't all agree on basic facts, we can't come to solutions. We can't solve big problems. And one thing that's an impediment to our politics, to any sort of policy making, is people aren't even agreeing on basic facts. So we need to get to a space where we can all agree on basic facts, and then we can decide what the best way going forward is.
Lee's efforts are part of a growing movement of educators and misinformation. Researchers working to offset an explosion of online misinformation about everything from presidential politics to pandemics. In the United States, attempts to teach internet literacy have run into political opposition from people who equate it with a thought control effort.
These days, there's a lot of social media around, especially with kids in high school and younger. And there's a lot of information that you can see and learn about really quickly. And so I think it's really good for these types of conventions to happen so that kids can learn not only how to prevent the spread of misinformation.
Several years ago, the University of Washington launched Misinfo Day, which brought high schoolers and their teachers together for a one-day event featuring speakers, exercises and activities focused on media literacy. Jevin West, the professor who created the event, said the event drew a huge response from other states as far as Australia.
Doesn't know you at all.
Everyone's susceptible to misinformation. It doesn't matter which political affiliation you are, it doesn't matter what your age is. What we call it is a K1 to K99 problem.